What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Man Gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always, and happy Friday. Thank God we're actually at Friday now. This has been a very long week, and yeah, today we're talking about PlayStation 5 Pro and whether you should sell your base model to go out and buy this £699. We're going to be talking in pounds, not dollars in this video, but it should go the same kind of way. Anyway, so it's a £700 console. So what I want to take a look at is I want to take a look at eBay listings and see what this thing is selling for, so that we can actually talk about what you could get for your console currently that you own, and also what you can sell this for, any accessories you have, and various stuff like that. So let's look through this. So PS5 Digital Edition Console Slim, box, cables, controller, manual. So as long as you've got everything for your system, it's got 2 hours left, 16 bids, £300, right? So you can safely say you can sell your console for that if it's in good condition. This one looks like it's in pretty good condition. It's marked as pre-owned, but it's looking nice, right? This is a faulty one. Even if you've got a broken system, 19 bids, you can get 195, and it's still got 3 hours left. So potentially you could see that go up a little bit higher. Let's zoom in a bit more. Here we've got a bundle that's not got any bids on it just yet. I didn't think it would at that price. Right, if you've got the original model, 310, 4 hours left today, and it's already at 310. So I think you're safe to sort of assume with eBay that you're going to get between £300 and £350 for your console, right? So the slim model that was up here, this does not have a disc drive. This is already at 300 with no disc drive, right? I cannot see one on there. No, this is purely the slim version, no disc drive, and it's got bids for 300, and there's no additional games or anything like that. It's just literally the console because it's discless, right? So 300 right now for that, and then the one with the disc drive actually is 310, which is interesting. And it's obviously the less storage size. The original model is 825 gigabytes. So if we say between 300 and 350 pounds by the time you actually sell it, because we've got one here, this one's with games and boxed by the looks of it. Yeah, I think it's still, no, it's definitely used, because you can tell by those analog sticks that there's some stickiness going on right there. But a few games for 340. So I think let's go the lowest end and go 300, right? Let's just put a calculator up on screen right here and just keep the number 300 there. Now we're going to check CEX. So for a white boxed main PS5 model, as you can see, you can get for cash 243, or a voucher is still less than what eBay is, and this is a box standard edition console. So if we go with the slim digital edition, 1TB white boxed, 220 for cash. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to go the eBay route rather than the CEX route. That's pretty poor, I'm not going to lie. Standard slim edition with a disc drive boxed, you can get 300 for cash, 349. If you were going unboxed, let's have a look at some unboxed examples. 286 cash with the disc drive for the slim model, as you can see here, or 330 trade-in. So what about the slim? Where's the standard edition unboxed white, a fat original model with a disc drive, 237. If you've got something like the Spider-Man edition, even that, you're still only looking at 284 from CEX. So I absolutely would not sell your console to CEX. I would 100% go the eBay route. So you are looking at a total saving of 300. So obviously we know the maths here, but let's do it anyway. £699.99 take away 300 leaves us with £399.99. Now you can actually buy, if you've got the base PS5, right? The base PS5, what do those actually go for right now? PS5, what can you get it for? 429 with a disc drive. We need to look at without, 339, right? So you are looking at basically £60 more. If you sell your console, you're basically buying an entire new console with the sale of your console. And that actually, to me, kind of gives this a little bit of a better value proposition. The fact that you already have a PS5, right? So you already have one. If you're just playing FIFA and Call of Duty, as we've talked about in the past, don't buy a PS5 Pro. It's not worth it. If you're just playing 1 or 2 games, that's it. That's all you play in the year. Don't buy a PS5 Pro. It is not worth it. If you've got a load of games like I have behind me in this collection here, and you have a decent TV like this one, and you're unhappy with the performance of the base PlayStation 5, and you want more, you want higher quality, you want 4K, go out and buy a PS5 Pro. And I would say the best way to achieve that is take your PlayStation 5, get the 300 for it on eBay, sell it now ideally, and if you've already got a pre-order in, you can recoup some of that cost before payment goes out. Because here in the UK, you don't pay for your PS5 Pro until it ships, or until like the week before it ships, I believe. So yeah, in the end of the day, 300 takes it down to £399.99, right? I think that's a lot better than paying it. You're basically just buying a new console. Now, obviously, if you're then including the disc drive, you've got to go out and buy one of those. I've seen people manage to get some secondhand in the UK for like £40-50, which is really, really good. I've got one for my Slim down here. I bought it new and paid £100 for it. So I already had it for the Slim. I'm just going to literally swap that thing out and put it in the new one, because I bought the digital edition Slim so that I could buy a disc drive and test it out. And I kind of knew there was a Pro coming and thought, well, I'll get the disc drive now so I can already have it prepared and I can just detach it from the base console. I've got the side plate and everything's kind of at least ready. But I think that value proposition is pretty good. And if you've got a decent number of games like me, I'm personally a collector, but if you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm done with those games, they're not getting PS5 Pro patches, I'll take 10 games into CEX. Even if you get £8 for those 10 games, that's £80 recovered. So you can at least do that if you're going the route of physical games. So that's something. You can sell a bit of your collection off if you want to sell them. I personally am still the person who buys a game and collects it, and it's in my collection and I'm never selling it. It's just something I like to do. But for those of you who don't mind swapping games around and thinking, I'm not going to play that game again, not worth my time, not worth the money I paid for it, take it into CEX or eBay it, eBay your console, get £300 plus with some games, maybe £350 for the console if you get really lucky. And you can start cutting that cost down, and basically at that point you're only buying another base console. You're paying money for another base console, not for a full PS5 Pro. So that's what you've got to remember. Like, when people go out and compare like a PC to a PlayStation 5 Pro, everybody who's going to buy a PS5 Pro realistically already has a PS5 with a decent sized library. Otherwise, you wouldn't go and get a Pro. Maybe you could argue some people are going straight for the Pro, but I think in most cases it's people with a current PS5 who are diehard fans and then want to get a PS5 Pro. They have a system already to go sell to get some of the money back from paying for this thing. And you could say the same for PC. You've got a graphics card, you've got a PC, you could sell it and offload it. It's a little bit harder to do. I've done it in the past with my PC. It's a little bit more complicated to do, and often stripping down a PC and selling parts individually actually recoups more cost. If you sell the GPU, the CPU, and the RAM separately, it's sometimes better than actually selling the whole system in general. So that's something to also note with that. But I think this makes the value proposition a little bit better. If you've got an existing system, go take it to CEX. If you want to get a little bit lower, if you can't be asked to deal with eBay, go sell it on eBay. Try other websites like Vinted. I believe Vinted now you can sell stuff like consoles, so do look into that. We've seen some deals today where you could already sell it for more than 300. So I think that helps. Then recoup some of the cost, take a bit back off the PlayStation 5 Pro. Personally, I'm keeping it because I like collecting them. I'm going to have them on the shelf up there. But obviously, for you guys who don't care about that, sell your console, go out and buy a Pro if you want to. Again, look at the category, look at the stuff I've listed. If you buy just one game a year and it's Call of Duty or FIFA, do not get a Pro. Yes, FIFA's being patched, but is it going to make a difference? No. Like, it's not a big deal. For people like me who want to play these big games in higher resolution, higher fidelity, and I have an HDMI 2.1 TV, an OLED panel that's insane, I want better visuals, and I don't like PC, so this is the option for me personally. So that's it. That's all I can suggest. Leave a like for this video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in future videos, guys. Bye bye for now.